Hey guys, SHOPTALK podcast, episode 13. Oh, we forgot to change the board.
Some bitch.
Episode 13, back at it again. How's it going, you guys?
Going good.
Busy.
Busy, Kyle? Sleds or work?
Well, both.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and doing some doctoring. Had my teeth pulled out. So
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, why'd you do that now? Is that like
when they could get it in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, put it off for too long. So got my wisdom teeth pulled out, but I'm all pretty much healed up.
Yeah, it took me about a week until I felt normal after getting mine pulled.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's fast recovery. So yeah, didn't make it on the lake this weekend. We were busy with Christmas stuff, so
Yeah, that Kyle was kind of quiet there.
I know.
Yeah.
I've been messing with audio recently, so just bear with me here.
Okay.
I think we're decent though. But yeah, I was just turning you up a little bit.
but we do get the 440 down. It's out of the rafters anyway.
Yeah, because that's what are you? So you guys are going all in on the 97 again?
Yep.
For the 440 race
Yep.
at Pine Lake.
Yep, all in. Yep. So
You Tom Yort still?
I don't know. I got a snap of him this weekend. He was laying on the couch, and I was like, "That's not race prep." Yeah,
I don't know. You got to get him on the sled.
I know it. Yeah, yep. No, we'll see.
Huh. So yeah. What terrible weather we've been having.
Oh,
Yeah, been raining for the last 2 days.
Yep.
everything's flooded. Even Brody's garage.
Even my garage is flooding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Hope everybody had a good Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That too.
Yep.
We actually kind of had a white Christmas.
Yeah,
We
it
had
was half snowing.
Yeah.
Yep.
At night it was.
Yeah. But yeah, geez, for some miserable rain.
Yeah. Hopefully get a cold snap here soon.
Yeah. So yeah, on my way over here, the Eagle River page just posted that they postponed the Eagle River Vintage World Championship until like February 8th and 9th and 10th. So the weekend after the Sioux. So that's quite a ways away that they're postponing it. And they said they're going to try everything in their power to keep the modern weekend to keep that the same. Because I don't know if they've ever postponed it or maybe even ever canceled it.
Yeah, I can't recall.
Yeah. So that was just posted as I was on my way over here. So it was kind of interesting to see that they've lost their track 4 times, they said.
Oh, geez.
Holy crap.
That they had a base going and then just melted away.
All that work for nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's a bummer. Mm-hmm. And then I don't know. I thought they were going to talk about the Kinross race too. That's the first Myra race of this year. I don't know if they were going to talk about that in this week or not too. Because you need ice. You need to have a legitimate race. What do you think you need? At least a foot of ice.
Yeah, probably
For-
a good foot.
So you don't get down to the dirt instantly.
Yep. Yeah, even with a foot of ice, we're breaking through, first day
Yeah.
a lot of the time. So.
Yeah. I mean, with the oval stuff though, I could see where like you could have like a main line develop and then that get down to dirt and then it just kind of keeps just pushing itself out and out and out.
Yeah.
So I think maybe that would slow the wear down a little bit. Maybe.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Keep pushing out and out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense. But
so yeah. But then the bad news was that Pine Lake is postponed.
yeah.
Very sad.
Postponed for the second time so far. And so they postponed it to January 6th and 7th. And I know I've seen a lot of people saying like, oh, that's Core's first race weekend. And it is, but I think they're kind of going off of that. The Nisswa Lake is in a lot worse shape than Pine Lake, I think. So they just want to put a plan out there just in case that happens. I don't think they'll double book for a core race weekend because they want entries and they don't want to conflict too bad with that. But so yeah, that's pushed off again. They're trying really hard to just postpone it and not cancel it, just not flat out cancel it. Mm-hmm. So that's good that they're trying to prolong it as long as it can.
Oh yeah, and if that lake looks worse than Pine Lake, which Pine Lake isn't bad, but yeah, if it's worse than Pine Lake, then there's no way they can have a race on it. So you'd think they would have to postpone their first race too.
Yeah, I mean, it's just up to is really up to the sheriff's office of,
Yeah.
of giving them the permit or not. Because somebody put their side by side through Pine Lake this past weekend.
Yeah, that was funny
Oh man.
for us, not for him, but
Yeah.
it's funny for us.
Yeah, I think was it on Friday? It was on Saturday it happened. So on Friday we were out testing, and it was like straight out across, right next to the practice track.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was that pressure ridge.
So like a mile out into the lake.
And that Friday, me and Brody crossed it twice. I jumped it.
yeah.
And
Jumped it.
I got my skis off the ground. Yeah. On the ice sled.
Yeah.
So it was a full on jump.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
So and looking out from shore, I could see where it was, and I said, I bet you I know exactly where he drove right over that pressure ridge.
Yep.
Right over it. And so it was about 1.5 feet high on Friday, and then Saturday it was a lot warmer. So I'd have to think that it kind of maybe spread apart because it wasn't nearly as high. And so Michael Carroll called me with the fire department. He's like, Gunnar, could you run a snowmobile down here and help us relay the fire department out there? I was like, hell yeah. So I rolled off the 2 race sleds real quick off my 2-place and loaded up the trail 4-stroke and Mandy 600. And by the time I was just going around the Pine Lake curves, then he called me again. He's like, well, no, we got a 4-wheeler out here now with tracks on it, so we're going to use that. But so I sped out there anyways, and I gave Cody Rowland a ride halfway all the way out to it. And then the sheriff had actually walked all the way across the lake out to it. And then so I gave the sheriff a ride back on my sled. I was like, you want to see how fast this thing will go?
2 up with a sheriff.
Yeah. 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 Don't look at the speedometer, but
Yeah. or my trail stickers that are non-existent.
Yeah.
But just some terrible weather. And the lake started out so nice and so perfectly flat too. Like it went to 7 inches instantly. And then we've been stuck at that 7. It was really slow from 7 to 10.
yeah. Yeah. Hopefully it freezes nice and flat, but a lot of times we get that real shifty ice.
Yeah.
With all the water on it now, I'm hoping it's just a skating rink.
Well, no, with the snow we got too, it's
Yeah.
going to make kind of a slush on top almost to begin with.
Crust. Yeah.
But I even heard Clearwater Lake opened up a little bit too.
Yeah. I drove past it yesterday. It was all open, but there's still fish houses out there.
Oh my God.
Well, like that plane that went in Red Lake.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Yep. Yeah. He landed on safe ice, I guess. And then he
Rolled out the 2 inches.
couldn't stop, and then just kept skidding out to the thin ice, and then dropped right through. But yeah, there was a team of people that got that Ranger out the next day, and I went down there just see if anybody was working on it or not. And yeah, they had an Argo out on the lake, and then they had a huge tripod, sled thing that they were pulling out behind it too. So I'm sure those people that do it all the time, they have the equipment for it. So I'm sure it's easier than not.
Yeah.
If you have the right tool for the job.
Yeah. So don't go out on shitty ice.
Yep. Tech tip. Pro tip.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was gonna make a little map just to post out there, for any racers going out there maybe this weekend. Hey, don't drive right here.
Yeah.
If it is snowed over or something, just enough to where it's covered.
Yeah. Big
True,
hole.
that was kind of right in the lane.
Yeah. Of going back to that practice track. But yeah. So.
Which, we were breaking through in the practice track in every corner too.
Yeah,
that happens. Yeah.
Yeah. Because even next to the cattails like that, it never gets super as deep as out in the open. Because those cattails kind of heated up a little bit. But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shitty weather. Yeah.
Not a good year.
No, not a good year for ice racing. Hopefully it still goes on. I want it to go on because I'm having fun. And I kind of want to see how I do racing. So,
Brody on a Gen 2.
Yeah. I've been having fun.
Yeah. So okay. So we'll get into that though.
Pause that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pause that. Our 5 minutes with Fox segment. We're gonna give Vince a call here. Vince was even saying something about a sponsorship.
Oh,
Damn. I was going to say I'll cut him off at 5 minutes, but I think.
I'm not Bluetooth, Brody.
Oh yeah, I was Bluetooth.
Oh man.
Oh no.
5 minutes
Okay.
with Fox.
Technical difficulties here to start it off with.
I shouldn't be. I'm not on, but
Yeah. So yeah, episode 13, lucky number 13.
Yeah, maybe this is our million view.
because it's episode 13. I don't think so. Maybe not, but who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe people want to listen to us talk. And
Why am I not Bluetooth here, Brody? Oh man, our technical difficulty keys.
yeah,
It's now discoverable. You should be able to discover the Roadcaster.
Yep. Vince is going to be like, "What are you calling me for?" And then
There you
hang
go.
up.
Done.
But yeah, only the three of us in here today.
Which is nice. I don't mind it. Having a fourth in the studio, though, is always cool. I like that.
Hey, there we go.
There we go. Hey, Vince.
Hey, Vince.
How's it going?
How's it going? I'm so good. How's everybody else doing?
We're
Pretty
doing
good.
good. Did you have a good Christmas? This is not on the
Oh.
5 minutes yet. We have not started the 5 minutes.
Oh, I suppose so. How about you guys?
Pretty good. Yeah, I got a gift card to Fleet Farm. That's always useful.
Perfect.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I did
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Maybe we should combine ours and buy them out of oil.
I got some Home Depot ones. So.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
People has the good Milwaukee stuff.
Do they sell Fox?
Oh, yeah.
trucks?
No, they don't. They do sell race parts though, because they actually do sell dryer ducting there. So.
Oh yeah,
True.
Yeah.
Very true.
And they have brass bushings for your spindles.
Oh, yeah.
Do they?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, sure. I don't know.
There may or may not be some Home Depot parts on the old wedge chassis.
Really? Oh, my God.
Yeah,
Perfect.
heavy
Perfect.
brass.
Vince, are you in a
Yep.
tornado right now?
No, I'm in the pole barn. We're in the process of breaking down many boxes before I go to sell off a bunch of snowmobile things tonight. So
Yeah, yeah, that's what we wanted to call you before it got too late, because you're going to sell a bunch of stuff or what?
yep, yeah, getting rid of all my climb riding gear stuff. So
Oh, going full climb.
no, getting rid of it.
Getting rid of climb.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
really?
full fly now. Yeah.
No way.
Did I stutter?
No, but it sounded like you fell over like 6 times.
It does sound like you're rolling in the hay that all this shit is sitting next
okay.
to.
I'll try to cut boxes quieter then.
That's what you're
Is
doing?
this any better?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That sounds really good.
Sounds like you're using an axe.
You know, I'm sorry I talk crap about your VMAX 4. Now that I think about it, it's like that is like the coolest 90s muscle machine.
They practically started at the big bore muscle sled thing. So
Yeah, it was crazy there in the early 90s. They were coming out Thundercat, VMAX 4,
yeah.
Polaris Storm 800.
all good things.
Yeah, the Screw, whatever the hell that thing was. Yeah, they had a whole bunch.
They had
The
like a
Mach Z.
Mach Z,
Yeah, yep.
670.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They had Mach 1s and Mach Zs. So
Yeah.
Don't ask me.
Both probably went equally as slow.
I don't know. There's still a lot of S2 or what did they call that thing? Like the last years that they made them, I can't remember. They looked like the ZX chassis things, but it was called something else. And there's still a lot of those out there, just dominating the 800,000 improved stock drag race
Yeah,
scene.
Mach Z's. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Are you still rolling around in the dirt?
Oh no, Hannah's doing it now. So.
What I had a Fox question here for you, Vince. But you
Oh boy.
you kind of throwing me off. Oh, well. Any cool stuff going on this week at Fox? Any parts going out to Dakar or Tom?
I think those guys leave this week, but I'm not going into work this week, so I don't know.
Oh, you have this week off from this till after New Year's or what?
Yeah, I took this one off.
Oh, nice.
Yep. So instead, we're gonna watch it rain on the ice and have that kind of fun.
Yeah. So you're pretty close down to the Nisswa Lake. How is that?
Yes. Actually, I stopped by there today on the way back up, and I mean, there's a couple guys out there fishing still.
Yeah.
But other than that, like the shoreline is not frozen anymore. Like it's kind of exposed at the edges. And then, I threw a rock out there and like it looked solid, but I have no idea how much ice is out there. I didn't bring my drill, so there's some ice fishermen. That's all I know.
Huh. So now somebody's gonna hit that rock with their ice carbides.
Yep. Thank you.
Well, I didn't put it where we'd race, hopefully.
Oh, sure.
So we weren't by like where you get on the lake or anything. So I'm not gonna like ruin her stay coming out of the semi or anything.
Huh. So yeah, the weather has not been good down there at least.
No, I think it must have been just about 50 degrees today and raining. So.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, not making any ice with that.
No, we were at least at like 34 and raining all day today.
Okay, so you didn't really lose anything, but it's not improving the situation.
No, not at all.
Huh.
No, so
yeah,
not good.
It's like that all across the country, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Even the eastern guys are, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you thought like that whole band of rain was like from north to like all across the state.
Yeah.
And then like over in the Dakotas, it was like sleeting and some snow. So.
Huh. I'm glad we didn't get as much snow as they were predicting.
Yeah.
So we're pretty good on the snow wise still for like making ice. It's not like a 6-inch blanket out there on it right now. So
that's good. Just like a dusting on top again.
A little bit, but it was a snow and a rain mix. So it's kind of got a hard crust to it too.
Oh, so we got hot pocket snow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hard and flaky on the outside, soft and fluffy on the inside.
Yeah.
That's the perfect way to explain it to someone that has no idea what you're talking about. That's pretty damn good.
Yeah. And that's not a sponsor.
Hot Pockets?
Yeah.
Not yet.
No,
not yet. I saw Brant try to get sponsored by him like 10 or 12 years ago and it didn't work. So. That's the efforts of my sponsor me plug.
Well, this segment is hopefully sponsored by Fox one day.
Yeah, one day. That'd be pimp.
Yeah, I did talk to Rick, and I think we're going to throw something in for the fantasy league deal.
Ooh,
so.
Okay. Heck yeah. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hopefully we can get some races to actually do some fantasy about.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now it's very fantasy league. So.
Oh, that'd be awesome, Vince. That'd be really cool.
Yeah. So we'll see what we can come up with there.
Huh.
Because, yeah, that would be pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still planning on coming up this weekend?
Yeah, I think I talked to Eric, and I think he's going to come up Friday. And then I'm not sure if we're going to whip my spare ice tires on his bike or what, and then come up there and do something.
Would you even bring your bike up if there's like an inch of snow on top?
Yeah, I don't know. If there's snow, then it's not that good.
Yeah. No bueno.
Because those are not these tires are not for like dirty ice, as they call it, where there's like a bunch of snow buildup. Like they work, but it's real sketchy. Like so.
Yeah, I'll have to.
Yeah.
I'll check it maybe tomorrow morning or Thursday morning. I'll let you know what it's kind of looking like.
Yeah. Otherwise, Nitro's ready to go. So.
Heck yeah, Brody's ready to go on the Gen 2 too. So.
Oh hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's been putting in work.
Yeah, I've been on the sled twice. Yeah. Been out there 3 weekends.
Well, hey, that's more than me. So you're putting in more work than I am.
That is true.
But
yeah.
Well, okay, Vince, we'll let you. So you're a full fly guy now, huh? That's.
Yeah.
Like that's a you kind of deal, or like a Fox deal, or what? Or what?
No, that was a me decision.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Huh, cool.
Yeah, I started out with their some adventure gear for riding the T7, and I really like that stuff. And then got some of their moto gear and really like that. And then I saw they're selling some of their last year's snow gear for a pretty good deal. So we got that and decided to get rid of all my climb stuff. So,
Cool. Be interesting to see what you think of the winter stuff.
I haven't obviously worn it in cold weather, but it fits really good, everything like that. So it's that's been one nice thing. Where I've kind of always had a little bit of issue with the climb stuff fitting weird in the arms and the stuff like that. But
You ever thought you just have weird arms?
Yes, I did. I'm not saying it's a climb issue. It could be. It's very well a me issue.
Just so fucking huge.
Yeah, just swole, lifting up all these desert shocks all day. Yeah.
Well, okay. We'll let you get back to packing up, Vince, and conclude our 5 minutes with Fox.
5 minutes will fly.
Yeah. Well, we're at like 10. So, yeah. All right. Well, I don't know who else you guys are talking to tonight, but
nobody. It was we're just you, and talked about Eagle River getting pushed back and Pine Lake and
Eagle River got pushed too.
The vintage weekend did as of right now.
Oh, okay. Because what weekend was that supposed to be?
January
26th, I thought, something like that.
No, it was like
early?
second weekend in January, maybe like January 8th
Okay.
and 9th and 10th or something. Yep, that's what it was.
Sure. So pretty early. Oh, so same as Nisswa weekend then? Like the 6th, 7th, 8th or whatever?
Yeah.
Otter Tail.
Okay.
Oh, no, yeah.
Otter Tail is
like
12th, 14th stuff. So.
Yeah. So yeah, now it's postponed to the weekend after the Sioux.
Okay.
Hey, did you have any more Sioux info on what you were doing? If you wanted to talk about what you had got contact about or not?
No, I haven't talked to the guy yet, so
okay.
I don't know what's going to happen there.
Sure.
If anything. I think we're probably just going to stay out in the desert. So, but who knows?
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Vince. Thanks for the time tonight.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah. Thank you for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the extended 5 minutes.
Yep. Well, okay. Well,
right,
I'll give you the ice report here in a few days then. So.
Perfect. Sounds great.
Okay. See you later, Vince.
All right, you guys have a wonderful evening. All right, that's my cue to go. See you guys.
All right, bye. I thought that was so funny. Last weekend you ended it with just mega floats and it just hung up.
Well, now you got to do it every time.
Yeah,
it's a tradition.
Yeah,
every time we call Vince, we got to end it with that.
Vince was like rummaging through the freaking
dude. We should have talked to him before. You're like, what are you doing? Are you rolling around in hay right now? You can't talk to us when you're rolling around in hay. What are you thinking?
Yeah. It was good though. I didn't know how long we were going to go tonight.
Are you driving a tractor right now?
Are you rolling around in the back of a tractor? Like, what are you doing?
Oh, funny.
So, that'd be cool to get Fox to throw in something for the.
Oh, totally. That would be neat.
Yeah, that was one thing I forgot to talk about last weekend was fantasy stuff.
Yeah, we'll have to get into that. Like, are we going to post a link?
Yeah, like I could even post it in like the description of this video.
Yeah, that
of the Google Doc website on what it's going to be on, but yeah. So yeah, fantasy league for hopefully Pine Lake and hopefully all the core races and maybe the Sioux.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the Sioux will just be a one-off. Just for fun.
Yeah. And I was thinking maybe the Lincoln, but that's not a huge one.
Yeah, we'll see how ambitious Mandy is.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Shop Talk Podcast Fantasy League. We have Woody's donate $100 coupon for. I don't know if we do like the winner or top three or how many prizes we get.
Yeah,
and then what prize is per that position. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'd say top top 3 riders, and then your like 10th place pick, or something like that.
No, I was talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But
the winning the league.
Yeah,
that was what I was talking
but
about.
Now, but like how it works or whatever.
Oh,
we pick
the top 5,
top 5,
and then we'll just pick a random wild card for that week.
Yeah.
So it could be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
Probably leave it at 10, just in case there's a weekend where there's not too many entries.
Yeah.
So that's probably what we'll go with. And then maybe next week I'll talk about the actual rules of like how the scoring's worked. But it's pretty much going to be copy and paste of Rocky Mountain Fantasy, Supercross, Motocross.
So, pretty straightforward and simple.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Lowest score wins.
No, they do it like if you get the first place guy correct, then that's like 20 points or something.
I see.
And then
So
if
it's like football fantasy.
kind of
More points you win.
Yeah, it's more points. Yep. And then if you get, let's say if you pick Tomac to win and Tomac wins, that's 20 points. If you pick Tomac to get second and Tomac wins, he's within one spot of where you picked him. So then it'll only be like 10 points or something. And if you pick Tomac to win and he gets like 5th, he's still in the top 5. So you get like 5 points or something. It's very vague, not very accurate terminology of how it works, but kind of, if you understand what I'm saying.
Sort of, kind of.
Oh, shoot. We had Vince on the phone, and I had a shot question. Because you said Stevens hit you up about... No? Oh. Well, I had somebody else hit me up, too, and I guess I don't know if that's a secret or not. But, okay, never mind.
You guys and your damn secrets.
Yeah, there's too many secrets.
Jesus Christ. Secrets are sins. That's what I heard. That's what I heard from...
But secrets make you win.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess now I don't know if that's a secret or not of what the other guy told me then.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know.
I don't know either, but it's just best to leave it.
We'll just leave it at that, maybe.
Yeah.
But it was cool that guy watched the podcast and he Snapchatted me about it. So
Good thing I don't know about it because I would be flinging that to the walls.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't tell me anything.
yeah, secrets are sins. So Kyle, is the Gen 2 one of the best all-around snowmobiles ever made?
For our type of racing, probably.
Even for our type of racing, or even like just across the board, like even to put it in the ditch or in the tight trees.
I mean, it's not good and rough.
No, not for its time. It was equal to like everything else.
Yep. So in the so like in a Gen 2 XC, they the CRC front end is, I forget what the CRC means, but it's more in towards, so the rear of the trailing arm is tucked in a little more, and then so it's,
because it's not on the outside of the body.
Yep. And then I believe even the radius rods are a little bit wider, so you get a little more stance out of it. And I would say that for its time, that 2000 area where Skidoo and stuff, they all still had trailing arms, before everything went over to rider forward, Yamaha trailing arm. Articat never had a trailing arm machine, or Trailcat, but we won't get into that right now. But I would say, because they, factory Fox suspension, for the time, they were the cat's ass, I think, anyways. Yeah. For the horsepower they were making compared to...
The cat's ass? Where'd you pull that out of?
The fuck? You haven't heard that?
No, I've never heard that.
Maybe the cat's meow.
Yeah, they were the cat's meow. No, they were the cat's ass.
Okay.
They're fucking sweet. Yeah. No, the horsepower in them was really good. They went from the Fuji Triple, which was, they have their own following. I mean,
Greasy.
Yeah, greasy triple. Like, nothing special about them. They're just a fucking boat anchor. No, don't make shit for horsepower compared to what we can get out of a Liberty.
Yeah.
So Gen 2, all across the board, the 5, the 6, and the 700s, they were all really good power. So I would say, that the Gen 2 is like probably top 10 for me, or top 3 for me anyways.
Yeah, I would say at least chassis wise, like I would say best handling all around chassis.
Yeah.
I'd say probably top 5. Like throughout everything.
Yeah.
You would think.
Yeah.
You would think if the Sioux didn't have a 10-year rule, you'd think that there'd still be people out there probably trying to qualify Gen 2s.
And they would.
Oh, 100%.
They would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They, I mean, because they ran them all the way up until that 10-year rule kicked them out.
Yep. Yeah.
So, like, I mean, I would think you'd be able to run a Gen 2 at the Sioux. If you had it full travel.
Yeah. 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 And they're so easy to adjust on the fly too, because all the straps are on bolts.
Yeah.
So besides the front, I mean, the rear is, it's really nothing. All your weight transfer and everything. If you wanted weight transfer, it's easy to just adjust it.
Yeah. I would think if you had a full travel at the Sioux, man, that thing would be fun.
Yeah, and the geometry of the skid frame is not all messed up. Like when they went to an edge chassis and stuff, it kind of messed up the geometry. They turned it into a big fucking rectangle pretty much.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, like how the 9Rs are having a problem with the Hyfax hitting,
In the front end?
Yeah.
I seen that.
Yeah.
I seen one thing is because they didn't put...
Yeah, they didn't put the cups.
Yeah, the cups, the rolling cup on the front of the skid frame.
So it's just straight Hyfax sticking out. So there's people taking die grinders and just cutting them down or whatever. But yeah, that's where like that geometry, not made for speed. Where Gen 2, it's all made for speed and handling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're nice and wide. Awesome trail machine.
Yeah, I like riding them. It's a freaking blast.
And no matter what, CC you go with, you got loads of power.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, they are sweet.
Yeah.
There's nothing really to compare them to besides like a ZR3 chassis, ZR, the newest, like the Ninja Turtle looking one. Yeah.
Yep, like an O2.
Yep.
I guess I would compare it to a Firecat a little bit.
Yeah, that was a little after their time.
But just like on how you sit low back in the sled, kind of like just seating position and like almost like on the ice at least the stability, like a Firecat to a Gen 2 almost.
Yeah,
I'd say so.
Yeah, right in that era though, it was the ZR3 was its competitor, stuff like that, and like the Yamaha SXR.
Yamaha, I could never figure the skid frame out.
Skid frame, and then they were a little before their time with the exhaust valves on a triple.
Yeah,
that was really sweet. But yeah, the skid geometry, is all
weird.
Way too much height, I guess.
Yeah.
They went more square rather than more rectangle.
Yeah, just kind of unconventional of what everything usually was.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're talking Gen 2s because Brody is kicking ass on the Gen 2.
Like I said,
I've
been out there twice. The second time, I felt way better and I had a lot more fun. So yeah,
you had one day on the 440.
Yep.
And then you went out there again on the Gen 2, and then this past Friday out on the Gen 2 again as well.
Yes.
And yeah, I was damn proud of him on how fast he was going. Because our practice track that we had kind of back in the cattails, he got out there and they were doing laps, and I told him, I was like, just tuck in behind me and follow my lines. And there was water out on the track and everything too from the prior day, and so I'm like, I'm going in my lines and carrying momentum here and whatnot, and I'm watching Brody and he's following me, and so I'm like, I'm one hand in looking back, and Brody said, he's like, God, I'm just giving her hell to keep up to her.
Yeah, I had to tell myself, like, God, he's not even riding hard. I can't even catch him. And I told myself multiple times, he's a fucking pro.
Yeah.
He's not going to let me catch him if he doesn't want me to. So I had to tell myself that a couple times. It's like, oh, I know I'm pushing hard though. So
yeah, that's the main thing. You got to push yourself and set goals, but you're still running a tighter setup.
Yeah. Which you said the exact same thing. Again, you should turn it out for turns and loosen it up. It's like, well, that's what we did to tighten it up for me and how I liked it. So
Yeah, is if you get real comfortable on a tight machine, it's one thing to just try loosening it up and carrying your momentum a little bit more.
Yeah,
is what I would say, because that's how everybody should get started. Is find a setup that you like and feel comfortable with, and then slowly progress on.
You think start tight and loosen it from there?
I'd say so.
I would say so also, because when you're braking and stuff like that, you would like it to be planted.
Yeah.
And then coming into a corner, you would think about an ice machine, you would want it, flat, suck down. Say you're an amateur,
Yeah, I suppose.
Say you're a rookie, you want it to be stuck and glued.
Yeah.
But if you slowly, get used to it and start carrying your momentum more, I would say, in my mind, that you could slowly loosen it up and find that sweet spot of how you like it and how you want to carry your momentum.
Yeah, we did talk about turning it like just 2, quarter turns out again to loosen it up just a hair.
And what you're talking about there is raising front strap or lowering front strap, just putting more track on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's actually backwards what we're saying.
Yeah.
Tighten the bolts, loosen the track.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, when I say tighten, I mean tighten the sled.
Yeah,
that's what I was talking about.
But then
that I say raise or lower.
Yeah, no, we're on the same page. Yeah, I'm getting goofed up here.
Anyway, but the setup we had, like, I just kept with it and I got used to it and just liked it and was able to go fast on it, I guess.
That's odd that I start loose.
Really?
If we're going down to the lake for the first time of the year, I'd rather have my sled start loose and be like, okay, I can tighten it up from here, than like sometimes where it's like, I don't know. I'd just rather have it start loose.
I would say looser is a little bit sketchier, because if
for sure,
you mash the brake and it just starts sliding and you loop out.
Yeah,
it's pretty easy to do.
Yeah.
Where if you're on a tighter,
that makes sense.
You'd have to work a little bit more to get it to where you want your sweet spot.
Yeah, and then so that's what, after watching Brody, I jumped on the Gen 2 just to see how it was working for him, like, because he doesn't have enough time on the sled to be like, oh man, maybe this could be better. Mm-hmm. And so when I jumped on it, it was like, fuck, this thing is so fun. And it was like I said, I would just give it like 4 rotations to raise the front skid up, just to get a little more track on the ground, just because I like a looser sled. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was handling really good.
Yeah, you did say it's rideable. So I'm right there.
And it was warm that day. It was like 35 degrees, so the ice was really soft and really forgiving. Yeah. So it's different when the ice is soft too. The softer ice makes it just easier to ride and whatnot. It's not.
And also, I am lighter.
Yeah,
I'm like, how many pounds lighter?
Probably like 50.
Yeah.
That's a big advantage on your top speed.
But like, that's why our setups would be a little different too.
Yeah. No, I throwing it out there. That's a big advantage on carrying your momentum and stuff like that. Not a big advantage on traction, but top speed, you don't need traction.
Yeah. So that's where I was just getting a little bit of weight transfer on exited corners and just hooking up a little bit more. Yeah. And then to where it must have been staying nice and loose for Brody. Mm-hmm. But I watched you the one time, because then I'd jump in behind Brody and just watch him go and whatnot. And it was the right hander that you tipped over in there, Kyle, and then it was into that left hander around that cattail patch, and instead of Brody's like driving it in, he actually had it pitched sideways coming in.
Yeah,
and that was where I noticed it one time. I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah, that's a big advantage, and especially being only your second time on the machine. Yeah, I mean, there's more time for testing. Just tech tip, just carry your momentum. You'll go a lot faster if you can carry your momentum a lot, better. Mm-hmm. Is a big part of it.
Yeah, so that was what instead of going straight into the corner, I watched him and his ass end was out. I was like, hell yeah.
Well, there started that hole just kept getting bigger and bigger. Yeah. And so like I don't want to hit this freaking hole. Yeah. I'm gonna kind of swing out and swing my ass end in front of it and cut up in front of it. Mm-hmm. And I started doing that. Yeah, by the end of riding in that Moto 2, it felt like I could actually drive the sled. I wasn't just on top of it being thrown around. I could actually I started thinking because Dad was in front of me, I was following Dad the second moto, just keeping up with him.
He was keeping up with Dad on the Catalyst.
Yeah, hell yeah.
His carbides weren't that sharp, and so he was pushing in the corners. But yeah, he did say like, yeah, he was trying to test, and so he was giving her hell. Anyway, I totally forgot what I was gonna say. Anyway, so like I started thinking, well, I'm gonna have to pass Dad if like this was a race, so like I'm gonna have to start thinking of different lines. I'm like, holy shit, this is the first time I can think of lines when I'm on the machine because I can actually drive it. I know what it's gonna do when I pitch it, or how I can get on the gas and kick the ass end out. And so at the end of Moto 2, I was just picking different lines and seeing, how it felt, and like, oh, I can get on the inside here. I can get a good drive out of this corner. I can maybe sneak past them. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah. And then around the long straightaway there, and then right where the cattail started at that corner at the end there was kind of a water hole that developed right there. And so the water slows you down really fast.
Yeah.
Like probably oval guys won't know that because they don't get any fresh water out on the tracks. But yeah, if you hit a water puddle, it instantly slows you down.
Yeah. Whoa.
So I told,
it's nuts how fast you stop.
So I was behind Brody, and he was slowing down quite a bit coming into that corner there. And then I told him, I was like, yeah, you can. I pulled him out to the side. I was like, yeah, you can push it a lot farther into that corner than you think.
Yeah, because the water is just going to.
Well, even before that. So then told him that, and he pushed it farther in. And then I jumped on the Gen 2, and I fucking hit that corner wide open, wide open into the water. And then I came back and told Brody, I was like, yeah, you can hold it wide open to that water hole.
And so that's what I'll start doing. Yeah, I was kind of doing that. I was letting off a little bit early, but yeah.
Yeah, that's the hardest thing on is just pushing it under braking.
Yeah, especially when you're going 100 miles per hour.
You just don't know that stopping point on if the ice underneath you is the same as was in the corner before, or if this ice is going to be more chewed up and you're just going to go poof right past the corner.
That's when it gets difficult out on the track. After the mile long straight, after the mile long straights, you're carrying a lot of momentum. So that corner is totally different than the tighter corners at like the finish line. The way the ice chews is a totally big factor on how you're going to slow it down.
Oh yeah, you have to learn every corner, and every corner's different. It's like, okay, this corner's really sticky.
Yeah.
And then the next one's really loose. And so it's just weird how much you got to play with the brake and the throttle, and how the ice, everything.
That's why our later lap times in pro stock are usually faster, is because we're just getting more and more used to the track. And it's like, oh, I can carry this line out to here, and I can carry it this wide and maybe bank off this berm a little bit, but I'm just being able to hold it on the throttle one more second than the lap prior. But
yeah, that's why I was able to stick with Dad so well, because he was kind of pushing in the corners.
Yeah.
And so I could stay on the throttle a little bit longer, and then also get on the throttle a little bit faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I would have had my GoPro on for that, but it was watery out.
Yeah.
And I didn't
there's water everywhere.
I didn't have it freshly rain-exed, so I knew it wouldn't have turned out very good.
Yeah, I'm hoping this weekend we get some good testing time in. Be good.
I hope so. I think it should be cold enough to where the ice should be nice and hard again. So
yeah, hopefully.
But yeah, it was pretty cool watching Brody out there.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm super excited. That class is going to be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, I'm excited. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
If I had more confidence in our new 440, then I would maybe race it in that. But like, we took 3 junk clutches and we made one clutch that works.
Yeah.
So like on this 440, you just never know on how long it's going to last.
Yeah. Yep. You're in the same boat as me. Like finding all these old parts.
You had a brand new P85 though, didn't you?
It was a 32 millimeter taper. They're factory 30.
Oh, so. I thought you had a brand new clutch.
I did, but yeah, it's for my new sled.
Oh,
so not my old one.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, no, I measured them on the with the scale, and then I put it on there. I was like, yeah, this ain't the right one. So I had to rebuild my old one or whatever, and yeah, luckily that came apart. It was a fight to get it off, but yeah, got it got it rebuilt. So that's all rebuilt. I got to change the chain case. I'm leaking like crazy. So,
really?
Yeah.
Like just the O-ring or the seal? Or?
No, I think it's actually the case itself. Because looks like it spit a chain at one point in its life.
Oh.
Maybe put a crack in it.
Yeah.
It's just been growing since I've been taking the plate off and on and off and on and off and on. So, yeah, I get to change a chain case this week, and yeah, we'll be ready to hit the lake after that.
God, I hope Pine Lake happens.
Yeah, I'm hoping so too. Because
I hope it does too.
If it doesn't, I'm gonna cry.
All this training and all this work.
Well, that'd be. It was such a bummer, like when they had to cancel it during that COVID year when they couldn't have it. It's like, man, just taking a year out of your prime, kind of. Yeah. Because you only got this window where you're kind of at a peak of athleticism.
Mm-hmm.
So like scratch 1 year off there without even an attempt.
Competition. Yeah.
So like,
God, that did suck.
Mm-hmm.
Like I told them, like, I don't care if there's any fans out there or not, or if we're even racing for just $5, but just to put your name on the trophy. That's the thing. Like that's what the race is for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So totally.
I don't care if there's no trailers out there or nothing. Just wave a green flag and wave a checkered flag.
Yeah.
Like, just to start it and finish it.
Mm-hmm.
Just give us a shot, But
yeah, hopefully by if the race happens, my arm pump scenario.
Are you still doing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just in the left.
Yeah, just the left.
Oh, just your brakes.
Yep, just my braking hand. Well, I at work I run spray guns all day long, so I'm used to doing shit with my right hand.
You're gonna have to switch to the left.
I can't. Oh god damn, I can't spray with my left. You know how bad everything would look. They would have to fire me.
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing in there?
Your lines will just look like C's.
Yeah, like I'll just be out there spraying away.
So explain. Arm pump is new to you, Brody.
No, I've dealt with it in the past.
When?
Like trail riding, and riding dirt bike. I don't know. Maybe.
When did you've never rode dirt bike?
I rode PW50. Did I ever have arm pump when I was riding 4-wheeler and stuff when I was younger?
No.
Maybe not, but I definitely I've had it riding snowmobile on the trails and stuff.
Sure.
It's different in the competition sense because you're pushing yourself so hard and you have to push. You just keep pushing through it. So it's like just gets number and number and
Well, and it's kind of basically the same thing that happened to me in my marathon, just my entire body.
Yeah.
But now it's just in my arm, and you can't grip the handlebar, you can't feel the brake, and you can't even pull the brakes, and so,
The way I explain it to people is like grab a tennis ball,
squeeze it
as many times as you can until you can no longer function your hand. And then, go 100 miles an hour on a snowmobile and try to grab the brake with that.
Yeah.
But it's almost like if you think about it too,
most of it would be mental, I'd say.
Yeah.
Honestly. But without even thinking about it, it happened. But maybe my jacket was a little too tight, I was thinking.
Yeah, I've had that where, you get a little tighter on the cuff.
And
or even a glove could be too tight too.
Yeah. But usually, we don't go, 100 miles, but usually when you deal with it earlier on in the race, I've noticed that it does go away. You don't think about it as much.
I've had it not go away.
Really?
Oh,
just
God.
went every way through.
Yeah, my semi-pro days for that 6 laps, it was not going away.
Really?
No.
No, and afterwards, it feels like you can pound nails in with your forearm.
Yeah.
It took when I followed Gunner, I told Gunner, I was shaking my hand, and he was like, let's slow it down and just push through because it'll probably happen during a race. And so see what it's like pushing through. And it's like, oh my God, we did, I don't know how many more laps. And I finally had to pull off because I couldn't pull myself off back onto the sled out of a corner because I couldn't grip the handlebar.
Yeah.
It was just throbbing and tight as hell, and I had no feeling and no function at all. And so I'm like, Gunner, I gotta fucking get off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna blow the corner and go into the cattails.
If you fall in love with it, that's what we're gonna be doing this summer is just riding dirt bike and just dealing with the arm pump.
Yeah. See, I don't like jumping.
Oh, we can just trail ride.
You could.
That'd be
the
cool.
jumps at mom and dad's aren't too big.
I don't know.
Or we could all get like Honda Groms and like
Honda Groms would be
like a road course.
Road course would be sweet.
Well, that's way more my style. I'd rather 100% would rather
They're only
do that.
$3,500, brand spanking new out of the box.
I might as well buy a $4,000 Yamaha Bolt then.
Yeah, like after riding Vince's dirt bike out on the ice, I told Dad, I was like, maybe we should get ice tires for the bikes.
Would be fun.
And then just go out and just moto dirt bikes on the ice.
Yeah.
Because you wear so much shit out when you're doing it on your snowmobile.
Yeah, high facts and tracks and
brakes.
So like if you could go out and just moto on the dirt bike, because on the dirt bike, you essentially not wear out anything.
Yeah,
at
right.
all.
Nothing.
So that's what I thought of. I threw that idea at Dad.
Just to put some laps on and
just you're on. It's not even remotely the same.
No, not at
but
all.
just you're still motoing. Kind of. Cool.
But yeah, every time.
I forget you're gonna be home this summer.
Yeah, so we can actually ride dirt bikes. Yeah. I've been looking forward to it.
So yeah, that's what all the dirt biking during the summer is for, is so you don't get arm pump. And then that's why I like putting a lot of miles on in testing time. So then it's just an exercise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just need more seat time and get more used to gripping the brakes and shit.
Like there's other people that'll just show up at Pine Lake with 100 miles on and they'll be fine. It's like I can't do that. I don't feel comfortable doing that. I like having a lot of miles on, because then just like I can tell myself, it's like, okay, I've
done this.
I've built up to this. I'm ready for the race weekend.
Mm-hmm.
No, I was damn, bro. That's why I texted Kyle that night. I was like, you better watch out. Brody's going to have some competition for you.
I was in a lot of pain that night.
A lot of drugs.
Yeah, I read that text. I was like, motherfucker, I'm going to lose. I was in so much pain. I was like, God damn it. I don't even give a shit that I'm going to lose.
Well, yeah, I'm going to try to win. So,
yeah.
Heck yeah, you don't show up for
yeah, no, I'm not. Yeah.
Push it.
I mean, even because you weren't really watching Dad's brake light neither, you said.
No.
So, like, even in the race scenario, Kyle, like, watching a brake light is a big thing.
Yeah. And then you don't, like, it's not necessary to follow the leader's line the whole time either if you're going to be pushing them.
Mm-hmm.
Because then you're just going to follow them the whole race. So maybe, just keep one ski in or out.
Yeah, I figured that out. Yeah, following Dad, I'm like, I'm going to have to pass him. So, I started moving my lines a little bit more.
Yep, keeping one ski in or out and then whatever.
And, like, figuring out what corner you're doing better at. And so, like, okay, I can get him in this corner.
Yeah.
Like, I can make this right hand pretty damn fast, and I get right on his ass, and I can maybe catch him in the next. And so, I was thinking of that at the very end of the Moto 2, and then the arm pump kicked in again. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yeah, it's like that on every track where you get behind somebody and be like, oh man, I'm catching him here in this third of the track, but over here in this third of the track, for some reason, he's just pulling away from me. And yeah, that's where you got to make a move somewhere or try to really gain a second in this part where you're better, and then just try to carry that into that next section.
Yeah, you can't push it too hard when there's big snowbanks either.
Yeah.
That's happened to everybody. I mean, you push it too hard, you go too wide. Yeah, lose a lot of momentum doing that.
Oh, yeah.
You lose a lot of time going over that snowbank.
Or even, pushing way out into it. And,
Yeah, the long straightaway into the water and then getting to the next corner with all the water. I got in that a couple times, and then there goes Dad. It's like, shit.
Yeah.
There's 2 seconds right there, or whatever.
Yeah.
Second and a half.
That's what me and Colin on the LT race in Nadawash, they had a good groove, on long straights. And that was the thing. We were both dead even pretty much the whole race. Well, we'd just fight for the smooth line. So if somebody got in the bad line, they'd whoa, and then we'd get in the smooth line and be dead even. We'd fight for the smooth line every single time. It'd be dead even. But yeah, I think I beat him on the LT Gray every time. So.
Yeah.
Oh, some breaking news. What was your Sports Center thing you did? You're like, the Myra people just put out, after close observation of the weather and consulting with other race organizations, The Kinross race schedule for the 6th and 7th will be postponed until further notice. We will not be racing on January 13th or 14th either. A modified schedule will be announced on January 15th.
So TBA.
Yep. No Kinross, no Vintage Eagle River weekend, and God, hopefully Pine Lake can go.
God,
Just
hopefully.
Shit year.
Yeah.
Yeah, God, I want Pine Lake to happen.
What?
Son of a bitch.
So what if we would ask you to race snowmobile like 3 years ago, Brody? It would have been hard no.
Hard no.
What's changed?
Like I said, the 440 race last year.
You had an epiphany.
Well, no, yeah, it was like, well, I could be on the Arlo team. Now I want to race, so I could be good enough to be on the Arlo team.
Oh, sure.
And now I'm gonna. This is a tryout race.
Yeah,
but I'm glad you're liking it, and like you can see yourself
improving. Yeah, that's why it's so fun, because I notice myself improving.
Yeah,
every time we go out, every moto, it's like, son of a bitch, I'm getting better.
What if you had like these pro skills in you, and you've just been holding them in?
Well, yeah. How many people do that because it's just not their passion? It's not my passion like it is for you. I don't care to go that fast. I'm not a pro racer at all. I know that's not going to happen.
What if you could be though? You got all these skills.
I wouldn't say so.
So when I'm doing body work, there's a scene in Surf's Up, the Penguin
the
movie.
Penguin movie, yeah.
Okay. When I'm doing body work, I do it all the time. He always he carbs his first surfboard. He's like, and then he had to redo it. But the guy explains it to him. He's like, it's in there somewhere. So we're just molding you into the professional snowmobile racer. It's in there somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, it goes along with body work too.
Yeah.
It's in there somewhere. It's fucking flat.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Got to have the eye to see it.
Yeah.
No.
But no. Yeah, no, like just even jumping on your sled, I'm like, I can't ride one of these things. This is a pro, sled. It's sitting way too high. It's way too freaking loose. My legs shouldn't be where they are. I'm like, God, this is just, no, I don't want to do that.
Loose is fast to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Too loose, you loop out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and that's no fun.
There's a fine line there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd rather have a loose sled than a tight sled. For me,
I guess I'd rather fight with a tight sled than
really.
Yeah,
fight with it for 10 laps though. It makes a difference.
Yeah. I'm pretty tough though.
Is the Gen 2 Pro Open still up in the air?
It's still up in the air. I'm trying to get my brother talked into it. I think I would compete. Just to enter and
just for fun, because it's a hometown race
and
just
put it in the laps. I just like putting in laps. More I can do it, the more fun I'll have.
Yeah,
and I don't care.
Have Colin dump fuel for you.
Yeah, probably that's what it'd be. I don't care if I get dead last or whatever. It's just fun to do.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Pro Open. It's kind of hard to get last if your sled actually makes it across the finish line, because a lot of sleds didn't make it last year.
That's a big thing. Me and Scott Nesrold were talking about today. He's like, nowadays it seems like that's more of the problem, is keeping a sled together.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you could do a lot to them, but it seemed like there was a lot of guys doing the endurance stuff that did it right.
Yeah.
So you couldn't play with your fuel maps and stuff back in the day.
Oh, sure.
Where now I can see that being a problem.
Yeah.
Doing all this testing on a fuel map, stuff like that.
Well, last year it was a lot of weird problems.
Mm-hmm.
People had breaking ski bolts and blowing a belt and pulling the brake clip out. And
yeah. But how many years prior have we seen, sleds come down and they drop the cylinder?
Yeah.
And
Revering, the pipe temp sensor, the weld around that broke.
Yeah.
It was something super random. And Herf, he blew a belt and blew out the bottom belly pan, and Tate blew a belt right at the end there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they're hard to keep together.
Yeah.
But a lot of time into the stuff, and for a Gen 2 to compete against that. How much time somebody's got into their own stuff. It's like, yeah, I probably won't do very good, but
I don't know. The Gen 2 is freaking guys, so much fun riding it.
Yeah.
When I jumped on it on Brody's.
But Colin's is so weird. He's got his handlebars, higher, where I like mine a little lower. So it's tight, so I will have to fight it for 10 laps.
Oh, you got to loosen it up then.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's so easy to go up there with the straps.
I know. Yeah.
Just talked about it earlier.
Yeah. I don't know. It's all in the handlebars, I guess, for that sled. He gets blisters like every time.
Really? You change something?
Yeah, that's how you know it's fucking tight. He gets blisters on the outsides of his hands from, grabbing the bars the whole time and fighting it. It's like, you're doing,
something might be off here.
Yeah. You're fighting the fucking thing is what's going on.
Weird.
But
that's how he likes it.
He can still ride it that way. I mean,
yeah. What place did he get last year?
He was leading, but then, he broke a radius rod.
Oh.
Yeah, bolt pulled out. That's a big flaw in the Gen 2 is the radius rod bolt.
Oh, yeah. If he went to broke, would you have got him?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, I think I would have, but because it was on the second lap that he broke or whatever, but I was still, right there with him.
So. Yeah. Heck yeah. So yeah, Brody's going to have a battle.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'd be kind of fun because we talked up your experience of the marathon and everything going into the marathon. And then now for your first kind of race, we'll be able to talk up the testing going up to the race and your experience of the first race weekend.
Yep.
This is no longer the Shop Talk podcast. This is the Molding of Brody podcast.
No, it's not. Still the Shop Talk. I do the least amount of talking, and that's what I like. I ask the stupid questions.
You're the
listen.
The one that wears the watch.
Yeah, I'm trying to be more and more like the tech guy, so this sounds professional.
Sure. Yeah, it sounded good last week when Jacob called. It was really good, but I think it might be in our headsets.
Yeah, because when you listen back to it, it's like, oh,
he's louder than us. Mm-hmm. But
for us, he was really quiet in our headsets.
So yeah, that's why you kept turning him up. Mm-hmm. But then on the recording, he was louder than us.
Yeah.
So that's what we're trying to figure out. But it was really good. Dad, I think he listened to it yesterday or today. He's like, God, that was a really nice guy.
Oh yeah, super nice guy. Yeah. Yeah, freaking cool guy. Super nice.
Yeah. I did have my sheets from last weekend written down here. I don't know where they went, but I forgot to say the local guys. I had written down. Colin Taggart was leading the Sport Light on Friday night, 1 lap away from a win, blue belt.
Oh no!
Yeah, he led it from hole shot all the way. I think it was 5 or 6 laps, and blew a belt 1 turn before getting the white flag.
Yeah,
or else he was well on his way for a Sport Light win.
Yeah, and I don't know what Trent Whitwer.
He was in Pro Light.
Yeah,
and I don't know what I didn't write his results down.
Local guy.
Yeah, and then Lawrence Egg from Greenbush area. He was running second in Sport Light as well on Saturday, and so I was like, oh man, it'd be cool to see him get on the podium. But then he had fallen back somehow in a lap or two in the middle there, and then Bailey Forrest from Thief River, he got second in Pro Light.
Oh yeah,
so on a Polaris. So that was something I had written down, and then I forgot I didn't bring it up. Mm-hmm. So I just wanted to give the local guys a shout out.
Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day or today too. I was thinking about all the local guys around here that are so knowledgeable in the sport.
Yeah,
you get so many families that are, and it's basically Clearwater County.
Yeah,
it's crazy how many people are knowledgeable in snowmobile stuff.
Yeah, it was I just seen Tim Berg at church yesterday.
Oh yeah.
He just asked if I had been out testing that day or not, but that was because we were in the line walking out when I seen him. Yeah. So just to see him at church, it's kind of funny. And then
you gonna craft me some black magic stuff,
or even the northern crankshaft. They do a lot of work for everybody.
Yeah.
Their hunting cabin is literally right across the road from my house.
Yeah. 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 Stevens live Roy Lake pretty much.
Yeah.
So it's like everybody right around the area is just so knowledgeable in all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is. It's in the mud or something.
It's in the Pine Lake Swamp.
In the mud.
We all drink it.
Yeah. No, I guess it all started, NATO wash for a lot of guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was kind of besides all the local ice races and stuff, it was kind of our upbringing was the NATO wash was the big one back in the day.
And it's been going for so long too.
It's the longest running. It's consecutively.
Yeah. Yep. Because it's been over 50 years.
Yeah. It was since 68 or 69 or something like that. Yeah. Was the first one.
On the 50th, I won the semi-pro stock.
Nice.
So that was cool.
Is that one?
Yeah, that would be. No,
because 21 you raced.
Yep,
pro.
That was pro. That was pro that time. Yep. So yeah, good times.
Pretty sure one of those trophies is NATO wash. Maybe not. No.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look at them again. From 07.
Yeah, we just talked about that though. It's like I don't remember winning or racing a snowmobile at all when I was a younger kid. I don't remember a single thing. I don't remember winning any of those trophies. Not a single memory. Just the memory of the last race that I didn't like, and I crashed in the practice lap. I'm like, I don't like this anymore.
I can remember a lot of mine, like before NATO Wash was USXC. It was just their own thing. And I won. No, I didn't win. No, I did win one. But the classic stuff, was all open, and came away with a couple on an '88 Indy 650.
Oh, really?
Jeez. How old were you?
Probably 14. Yeah, something like that.
Oh, yeah, that's why you remember it. Yeah. I was 6 when I was racing.
Yeah, I remember a couple kitty cat races, but
really,
yeah.
Oh man,
yeah, I got nothing.
That. Like, I remember down at Natowash, there was these 2 kids on these old Skidoo 120s, and they would only show up like every 3rd year or something. But their sleds were so much faster than my little Polaris 120, where I knew when those guys, I didn't know who they were or anything. I knew when they showed up, it was like, yeah, I'm getting beat.
Yeah.
Just because they just had mile an hour on me.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, I remember that back in the day, is racing kitty cats, and in my class, I was in the younger class than my brother or whatever, but we'd go out and jump on the line and haul ass in the kitty cat, and everybody was just blowing my doors off like crazy. I was like, God, yeah, little tiny kid. And I remember trying to carry my momentum into the corners, as glare ice. I would stick my foot out on the opposite side to hold myself up to steer the thing. So I was dragging foot, pushing foot. Yeah. Trying to stay on, carrying momentum.
Trent didn't have sharp carbides on there for you?
Fuck.
That's what Dad told me. He's like, the only reason you guys won any races is because I was the only dad sharpening your carbides. You're the only ones out there that could turn. Yeah. Everyone else just went to the bank and shit rocked off of it. But yeah.
But I do remember, bringing my second place trophy to show and tell in Head Start. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Check this out.
Hell, I probably did that with those trophies. Who knows?
This is going to take me somewhere someday.
Look at you now.
Yeah. Yeah.
On a podcast.
Not a damn trophy inside.
That one right there says first.
Yeah, true. That's a vintage one. Yeah. That's a round of applause.
And you won, what was that one at Brooks there? The I-5?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That was on a new sled. Yeah.
That was on Wahlberg's sled.
Yeah. Yeah. No fucking mile an hour at all. Yeah. Still won it. I was the only one that could hang on, I guess. Yeah. No mile an hour. And with sketchy clutches.
Well, that's the sled you own right now.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I don't know how many people were in that one. Probably 10, something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I remember I finished, and then I went to my pickup, took off all my gear, and then the second place guy come around. I think was what it was. So I slowed it down quite a bit in like the last 3 laps or something like that.
That was cool. I wish I'd do something like that again.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That one was.
But yeah, 2023 has been a good year.
Yeah.
This will be the our last podcast for 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
True. 2023 has been a fucking kick-ass year for me.
Yeah, you're doing big things.
Yeah.
Big Brody things.
Yeah. Bought a house.
Yeah.
And a marathon.
Started a podcast.
Bought a bass guitar. Racing. Gonna start racing snowmobiles. Practicing racing snowmobiles.
Yeah.
Bought a bass guitar.
Yeah. He's like,
that thing's bitching.
I have to feed this.
Yeah, that's the thing. After my marathon, it's like, God, I need to keep doing stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what am I going to do? Go back to doing nothing? Like, God, that would suck.
Yep.
Got everything platinum on COD.
Well, yeah, that was my thing before I started doing cool shit. Was just Xbox, video games.
Yeah.
That was my first love. Still is a love. I still love playing video games, but other shit now, more adult like.
Yeah, I yesterday before my kid was taking a nap before we went to Christmas, and I jumped on Fort for like the first time in like 3 months. 3rd place. Yes, I think I got 5 kills
On Fortnite?
Yeah,
Nice.
God.
yep.
Okay.
It's like still got it. Still rocking the Darth Maul skin.
Stormtrooper.
I do have it, but no,
that's me.
Darth Maul all the way.
Good stuff.
But yeah, riding snowmobile definitely more fun than playing video games.
You think so?
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Heck yeah. Somebody clip that.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on what type of video games. If you're with your buddies, having some drinks, having a kick-ass time, then it's fun because it's like hanging out with the buddies, but you're not. Anyway. But yeah, nothing beats like my marathon. Nothing even comes close.
Yeah.
Nothing. The coolest parties, graduating, bullshit. Marathon is totally high point in my life.
Heck yeah. Any more word on your Sioux adventure?
A little bit, yeah.
If it's still in the works or getting talked about?
I'm planning on going. Is the thing.
That's all you can say at the time.
I took time off for it.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
As a racer.
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. We'll see.
I'm going to have to take off time for after the Pine Lake race.
I really would like to, ride that son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Try it out.
Yeah, I've never ridden that track. So it's like, and that's like ultimate endurance, man and machine.
True. Very true.
Heck yeah. How long have we been going for, Brody?
Hour 12.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Pretty decent.
Yeah.
For us 3 morons.
Yeah. Episode 13.
Talking about how cool Gen 2s are.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
If you're
And
still
riding
listening, thank you.
Thank you. And hope you had a great Christmas.
T-shirts are available.
Yep. We still have T-shirts. Thanks to the people that bought T-shirts and hats this week. Really appreciate it.
It's awesome.
Get them shipped out like a jiffy.
Like a jiffy.
Speedy delivery.
Yep. So yeah. The Spencer, the Carbide podcast, he bought a shirt and a hat, and I sent it like 1:00, and then he sent me a picture. He got it the next day. He's
Nice.
like, the U.S. government was on top of that.
One time when they're actually doing good.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that he got it that fast. So,
Did he wear it in the next episode of his?
well, he doesn't do camera stuff.
Oh, he doesn't?
Spotify.
No, we were talking about giving him a call, collaborating or something. But I figured to call him like maybe after snowcross, to get some good bench racing about the weekend snowcross instead of asking him about Gen 2s.
Yeah.
Hey man, what do you think about the CRC front end?
So I thought it'd be good to talk to him about snowcross.
Totally. That'd be freaking awesome.
But so yeah, shirts, hats available. $23 for a shirt, $25 for a hat, $5 shipped to your door.
Yep.
So yeah. Well, I don't know. You got anything else to add? 2023.
It was a good year. Moved home.
Yeah.
Had a kid.
That was this year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was.
I was gonna say it was like 10 months. Yeah. It's been a year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been quite the year.
Mm-hmm.
having a kid. Yeah, that's basically it. A lot of work on the wedge chassis. Highlight.
Mm-hmm. Huh. Did I buy any guns this year? I don't think I did.
Oh, I guess I raced in Iowa in 2023. Yeah.
And you raced at Nadawash too?
Yeah, and Park Rapids.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Boston.
I feel like we should try to get our sleds shipped out to the East Coast somehow.
Vermont, yeah.
To do,
you know what?
To do an ice race out there.
That's all around the area of where we were at out in New York. And I would love it if we could line something up where we go and do a race.
Yeah.
Because the one track that I went to, it was like, this looks like a blast.
Like all on the lake?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Yeah, it was all on the lake, and it was, I think, 11-mile course. But it looked like
was it a good track? Like a flowy track?
That's exactly how you could explain it. Super flowy, just like Pine Lake. Long straights where you're carrying momentum in the corners, stuff like that. Not super tight.
Yeah. I mean, like, you can make tight tracks fun too, but they just have to flow.
Yeah,
like
that's the thing.
It's got to flow. Like, if you have a tight track where it's like, it's hard to explain, but you can tell on your sled if it flows, if it's fun to drive, or fun to race on.
And that's the thing. It was hard, watching it, not being able to tell if it did flow, but the route, it looked like you can make it flow like really good. So that's one that's on the list. Anyway, we got to get out in there and do one of those. That would be a blast.
How to ship snowmobile 24 hours.
Yeah. Fly into Albany Airport. Yeah. Then we'll just stay at the dad's place and then drive up.
Interesting.
I probably won't do that.
I don't think there's a 10-year rule, so we could use your old 4-stroke.
This new one's working pretty good, I feel like. So, and no, that the old 4-stroke's retired. Retired.
I don't think that thing could last one more race.
No, it's shot. So that's trail sled only. No jumping even. I don't even dare jump it on approaches. Like,
no, I wouldn't. Why would you? Jesus, you're just asking for a bad thing to happen.
Yeah. No, so that one's retired.
The skis are just gonna fly off of it.
That's one thing about this wedge. It's like, how long have I raced this thing, and everything still looks good.
Yeah.
Like, it'll be a little different story once I get the chain case off, but everything that is like, this thing's still straight. Like, skid still goes in and out just fine. Bumpers aren't all banged up.
Yeah.
Plastic's still on it. I wrecked my gauge pod though, when I tipped it over.
Oh, so you got to do gauge pod and windshield then, or what?
No, I'm just going to run the gauge pod. It's just got a hole in it.
Oh. What about windshield?
Got a windshield.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Oh.
And had some numbers crafted over there at JAG. You know where that's at?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
JAG Body Shop.
I know where that's at too. Yep. Yeah, they fabbed me up some numbers real quick, and there was a lot of other guys getting numbers done there too. So if you need numbers made up, come visit me.
Yeah, I might need numbers. I was thinking about just cutting off the 6 from the 56 of some of your old numbers and just using the number 5.
Hell yeah.
Can I use number 5?
Dungy.
What's wrong with 16? It's already on the sled.
Dad's 16.
You're not racing the same class as him, and it'll be fine.
Oh, okay. Don't screw that then.
Yeah. You'll be fine.
Cool. Good to know. Got that figured out.
So yeah. Shop Talk Podcast, Fantasy League. More info to follow. Maybe even follow my Facebook page. I'll put it out there. Kyle will put it out there. Brody.
Don't have Facebook.
Instagram though.
I don't do any social media at all.
I was looking at mine and like, I'm getting more followers. I'm sorry for my Instagram page, but it's not very.
Yeah. If anyone follows me, that's a horrible follow. Yeah. That's a waste of time.
It's like, that was a while ago, since I've been.
I know you haven't posted anything in a while.
A couple of people.
Years.
I think it wasn't Jacob, but it was the oval racer. What the hell is his name? Blaine. I think Blaine followed me on Instagram.
Yeah.
And really? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, what the hell?
No way.
I think so.
I think you're lying about that.
No, I can look it up right now.
Look it up. I don't believe you on that one.
So this weekend, maybe since we're getting more followers, throw something up on the old gram.
Yeah.
I got the 440 down. I'm going to have the 98 with a 96 hood on it.
Yeah.
99 seat.
Yeah.
98 tank.
I mean, you could do a pretty cool walk around video of that 97.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting into doing a vlog, but I just don't see myself recording myself.
Yeah, I don't know how Gunner does it.
It's silly. It's silly to do it, but then once I have like the finished product up and then people say that they like it, then that's the cool part about it.
Yeah. But how I would have to start is like, I don't condone any of this. I don't like recording myself. But yeah, I think it would be a good walk around.
Yeah. Okay. Followers. I don't even know how to use, but yeah, right there at the top, brand new one.
Wow. Blaine Stevenson followed him on Instagram.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so now I'm just getting a bunch of over racing stuff on my feed and in my discovery and stuff like that.
That's cool.
So yeah, I thought that was kind of cool, but at the same time, it's like, God, I don't do anything like this. This won't help you a single bit on anything.
That's how I feel about it too. Is like, don't look at my account, please.
No, that's really cool. He followed you.
No, yeah, it is cool, but yeah, I just don't use Instagram.
You got to put something out there.
I'm not putting anything out there.
Maybe the race result.
I don't do not even that. Why even put that on there? I'm just different.
Not the result, but maybe just the after party in the lodge being like
a blurry picture at midnight.
Take selfies like this and then, post that out there and be like, check it out.
No, I don't do any social media.
But yeah, the vlog it's hard to do, but it's fun to do.
Yeah.
To a certain extent.
When you were talking to me with the camera, like,
I thought you did really good when I talked to you on the camera.
It was kind of, because we do this. And so like, I'm used to this. I could just talk now.
Yeah.
And so, then it made it more fun, I guess. It's not so annoying and awkward. Because, before, and like how other people feel, like they freeze up, they look at you funny, they're like, what the hell are you doing, nerd?
Like, Dad still doesn't know how to talk to it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't know how.
Generational, I feel like that's a thing. Yeah. Because we just grew up with more technology. So
I don't know how you would, like, if it's just me and a camera, like, how the hell do you talk to this thing? I don't talk much anyways. So
if I did that too much, I'd turn into the next Alex Jones.
Yeah.
They're killing babies. Yeah. Exactly. That would be me in a year of talking to a camera about myself.
Maybe that's what you should do at one of Gunner's vlogs. Yeah.
Tried to do that at Christmas, but no one picked up on it.
No. 80-90 weight in the chain case is the same thing as ATF.
No. I was going to say no.
Yeah. Gear oil's oil.
True. Yeah.
It's true. ATF is good.
Yeah,
The ATF?
Yeah, automatic transmission fluid.
I thought you were talking about
goes for 200,000 miles in fucking transmission. Why couldn't it work in a chain case for 50 miles?
50.
I mean, that's what I put on at Pine Lake in a weekend and then switch everything.
Yeah. I just did a track swap on my 2018 600 today. Oofta.
You had to take the oil cooler off the chain case and all that shit.
No, well, yeah, the oil tank is on the outside of the chain case.
I'm talking about your 4-stroke.
Oh yeah, that's a pain in the ass because you got to drop the engine oil every time you just pull the chain case cover off. But it's not as much fun doing it on the 600 either.
Oh,
with that oil tank and the oil lines and everything hanging off of it.
Yeah.
So I had to swap tracks, the 1 3/4 to 1 1/4.
Polaris is nice. It's just the caliper and the rotor is in the way.
Well, that's why this new catalyst is sweet.
Yeah, it's all belts.
Yep.
Yeah.
No oil over there or anything. Sweet. Good job.
Mm-hmm. Could have put just a little more room around everything, though, I feel like.
Definitely around the primary clutch.
Mm-hmm.
Could have used more room around the primary.
Yeah, that's where I'm seeing it, too, just from pictures and stuff.
Yep.
They made it look cool, though. So, I know. I like
the looks of the catalyst. I don't know why
it looks badass.
People hate on it so much. Like
those guys are
on
weird.
Facebook. Like everybody's comments are, it doesn't look good, but I really like the way it looks. Like,
it looks badass.
Yeah, especially all lowered down.
For all the people that talk crap about the new stuff, it's not a Firecat. Yeah.
It's not a Firecat. It's not a Gen 2, but you got to at least look at it like that's a cool looking snowmobile.
Yeah.
I mean, Gen 2 is probably one of the ugliest fucking machines.
Exactly. Yeah. There's nothing.
A Gen 2?
A Gen 2 is the most boring looking sled you could ever find.
Until you take the
it's set up
headlight
for
out
function
of them and put it in SU mode, then they look fucking sweet. But
I think a normal Gen 2 looks pretty good.
big old headlight, just fucking.
It looks boring. It looks like a grandma snowmobile.
Yeah, Gen 2 doesn't look anything like a wedge. You know, wedge is sharp.
You like a wedge more than a Gen 2?
The looks, yeah.
Oh man, I'm the other way around.
I don't like any of them. The Firecat even all right, it's a little cooler, a little sharper edges. But
Really, you don't like the Firecat? Firecat.
I like it better.
The coolest looking machine.
I like it better.
If I could find like a 03 F7 Firecat,
they're sweet.
Man.
I like riding them more, but I like the looks of the newer sleds.
Yeah.
They just look more badass.
Huh.
They look sweet. Pile of shit, but
Yeah,
they look sweet.
exactly. Yeah, that's why I like riding the old ones.
Yeah, you know, look at a Rev, you're like, holy shit, that thing's sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Until you got to work on it.
Yeah.
Just like on any of the new ones, where on the Gen 2, you open the hood, it's like everything's right there.
Yeah. Or
like
basically hands it to you.
Or on the ZR440, it's like, wow, 6 bolts to take the chain case cover off. I don't even have to pull the exhaust.
Yeah.
Or the muffler.
The only thing on a wedge and a Gen 2 is the carburetor boots. I'm trying to get the airbox in there. It's not like your fucking, Arctic Cats or swift right in and out.
Yeah, I heard my dad say that. Yeah. And the water cooled brakes.
Yeah, that's a bitch to work around.
Kind of silly too.
Yeah. I took the coolant reservoir right out of it this year. Fucking done with it.
What do you mean?
The wedge has a coolant reservoir in it where, with your cap.
Yeah, for like kind of overflow and whatnot. And
it comes back around. I took it right the fuck out of it.
Saving weight or what?
It was in the way.
Did you bypass the cooled brakes at all?
No, I leave them because those actually help.
Really?
Yeah, cooling.
Huh.
And then you get more coolant.
But it's heating up your antifreeze though.
I mean, it comes from the coolers to the brake. I mean,
I don't know.
I've never had my wedge get hot on me on a lake race.
Yep. That's why all the people commenting on my brake stuff on Facebook. It's like, I don't even fucking use brakes. It's like,
oh yeah, you're not going fast enough.
It's like, how else? And then I reply, when they say a dumb comment, I reply with a dumb comment. It's like, how else am I supposed to slow down from 100 miles an hour for a hairpin turn?
Yeah, for a complete 180. You don't just turn at 112.
If you can, please fucking tell us. That'd be cool.
If somebody wants a good laugh, go look at some of the comments on that brake duct video.
It's like, I guess I'll try and ride the bank around at 100.
Oh, God. It'd have to be like 20 feet tall or something.
At 100? Like, that's retarded.
We're talking Daytona.
Berms. You'd have to, get the Daytona 60 degrees.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Well, hour 28.
It's good.
Shut her down, Brody.
Shut her down. I'm getting itchy.
Okay. Shop Talk Podcast, episode 13, 2023 in the books.
Yeah. Good year.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for listening. Yep. It's been really cool on how...
just how many people watch
and
more
talk
of about
following,
how people actually like it and they think it's cool.
Yeah, it's more than I thought it would have been.
100%. Totally blew my expectations out of the water. So freaking awesome.
Yeah, thank you. Well,
awesome.
Thumbnail.
See ya.
Oh, that was a good thumbnail.
I wasn't looking at the camera. Let's do it again. There we go. It's fake as shit that time. Bye.
2023 in the books.
Awesome.
Have a good one.
Yep.